Today I'm going to show you how to trim out a window. This video is sponsored by Airtight Spaces. They come in and seal the envelope of your home so that in this case, we went from 9 air changes an hour down to 2. Less air changes equals less heat loss, which equals more savings. New window is installed and you're going to start by snapping off the metal brackets. The screws are installed on the other side and that will secure the window in, but you don't need the extra pieces. Then you're going to use an X-Acto knife and trim off all of the spray foam that is leaking into the room. And if you're wondering what is behind me, that's the mountain mural I painted, and I have linked the video up in the top right-hand corner. So once you've learned how to trim out a window, you can learn how to paint a mural. Once all of your spray foam is off, you're going to see that there are 2 options to put your trim inside of the window frame. A 3/4 inch and a 1/2 inch. It just depends on what finishing material that you're going to be using. I'm using a 3/4 inch and it just fits right into the groove. And what I like to do is put a flat piece of wood on the bottom of the wall and draw a marker line and then measure that as the distance between your window and your wall. So you're scoring out your trim instead of loosely guessing a number and then it being over or under. So you'll rip that down on your table saw and then cut it to the length of your window. When you're doing that for the bottom and the top, that you account for the trim that's going to be on the sides. So basically extend your bottom and your top trim, the thickness of your trim so that it can sit on it and it will complete a full square once they're all installed. Repeat the same process on the side pieces, but measure them exact. The only overlapping you're going to need to do is the top and bottom piece. I use window and door caulking to adhere it to the window. It's a sealant and a glue. Always do the inside of your window first and then trim out the rest. Make sure you are always leveling each piece as you put it on and tack it with finish nails. There's going to be a gap between your trim and the drywall rough opening, so I like to put some shims in there with caulking so that it's just a bit more secure. Now you are going to measure the bottom of your window from inner corner to inner corner, and that's where you're going to cut your 45-degree trim. If you're doing the style that I am, which is called picture framing, but I guess since you are here watching the video, that's probably the style you're looking to do. I like to put my bottom one on first and check to make sure that it is completely leveled, and I can then use that as a point to install the rest of my trim. And that's just as easy as it is. Measure from inside corner to inside corner, and that is where you are going to be starting your 45-degree cuts. Make sure you're using your level. Fill all of your nail holes with either paintable caulking or wood fill. Paint it up, and your window is new.